Good day. My topic for today is all about the failure of IT project. Complex IT systems play an important role in the operations of modern society. However, IT project failures are commonplace and there are few indications that we are getting better at implementing ever more complex systems. So, ang mga komplikado ng mga sistemahan IT ay may adhera important role haaton modern society. Gayon pa man, adto nga mga failed nga project han IT ay pangkaraniwan or normal lahiya nga mga indication para kita maging better or mahusay pagitahan pagpapatupad han mga complex system. So para maayos na natin ang sitwasyong ito, importante naton hiya nga masuri adto nga mga reason for such failure. So rin nga situation usa-usa naton ang mga problema nga related ha paghimuhan reliable system. Professional bodies such as BCS and ITE are attempting to address the problem of IT failure by advocating best practice in IT. So, in short, i-discuss naton ang mga efforts o ang mga pagsisikap na ginihimuhan mga professional institution. Often, a post-mortem analysis of failed IT project reveals that legal and professional problems arising due to the action of stakeholders. So, kadalasan daw ang isang post ng mortem na pagsusuri ng mga na-failed na proyektohan IT ay nagpapakita ng mga legal at mga professional na mga problema na nagmumula dahil sa mga action ng mga stakeholders individual and the customer and supplier organization have a negative impact on projects and reduce the chance of a successful outcome. Complex IT systems play an indispensable role in many diverse areas. For example, air traffic control, hospitals, nuclear power station, toxic chemical plants, spacecraft, missiles, ship, and defense. IT systems are also deployed to maintain government services, financial systems, stock markets, and communication systems. On the basis of reports relating to IT systems, it is readily apparent and reliability is often poor. In the case of some systems, this can have life-threatening ramifications. Usa nga study han state of IT project management, Sauer and Cadberson 2003 report han only 16 of IT project work naging ko-consider nira nga usa nga or gintuturing nira nga usa nga successful. Usa nga report naman han usa nga grupohan from Royal Academy of Engineering and British Computer Society 2004. Mula rito ay tinutukoy bilang RAA or BCS na nagpapakita ng pagsusuri which is estimate na nagkakahalagahan $150 billion every year was attributable o naiuugnay hiya pag-aaksaya from IT project failure in United States na may karagdagan naman nga $140 billion European Union. Besides the financial costs involved with failed IT project, bukod sa mga gastos mga pananalapi involved failed IT project, there is a high human cost which is relates to the increasing reliance and complexity of software and safety critically business critical and medical system. Definition of field of IT project. The REA or BCS karaniwan hiya nga gumagamit han term nga failure para han mga project nga nag-fail to deliver. All the key features and benefits to time, target, and cost specification. In conducting a survey of literature relating to IT project, Lightnin and Hershheim 1987 identified four theoretical categories of project failure. First, madahiya correspondence failure. Failure to deliver in accordance with specification. Correspondence failure refers to the system inability to correspond to what is required. Ano sa nga process failure kaparehasan run away software nga to the point nga nagkukulang iyahan oras ngan paghihigpitan budget which is naog nahiya nga dire nakakaupayhan pamamahalahan o sa nga project management. Process failure to deliver within specified time and cost. Process failure means a fault or flaw in the performance of any process within the fabrication operation that is not due to designs, specifications, photomask, or instruction provided by connections. Interaction failure to deliver any key benefits which implies that the system is hardly used. Interaction failure refers to where the developed system is unsatisfactory to the user. Expectation failure to deliver any key features and benefits to time, cost, and specification. Expectation failure describes the notion of identifying a system failure when the system is unable to fulfill one of its stakeholder group's expectation. So, expectation failure is ang naglalarawan na yan o sa nga idea na napagtukoy ang isang system failure kapag hindi natupad ng isang system ang inaasahan ng isa sa mga stakeholder group. Although the Lightnin and Hershheim publication is somewhat dated, these categories remain valid and suggest that any project that fails to deliver an IT solution in accordance with the specification and within time and cost constraints should be deemed a failed IT project. Below we provide several examples of failed project. The strategic defense initiative. This WARS project dates back to the 1980s and perhaps denotes the most colossal computer-centered project to have failed to date. The then U.S. President Ronald Reagan was determined to protect U.S. from nuclear attack, and perhaps on the basis of extensive lack of knowledge of computer technologies, believed that this infallible machine could solve any problem. Ang Star Wars daw ay naitinayo noong 1980s at tumutukoy ito sa pinakamalaking project na nakasentro sa computer no-fed lagi piya hanggang sa kasalukuyan. US President Ronald Reagan was determined to protect the US from nuclear attack, and perhaps on the basis of his extensive love of knowledge, or based daw kanyang kakulangan sa kaalaman ng mga computer technology, they believed that this infallible machine could solve a problem. Naniniwala sila na ang mga infallible na makina ay maaaring makalutas ng anumang problema. The defense system represented a formidable undertaking. Formidable undertaking, isang kakilakilabot na gawain. Computer system being empowered to make decision of a potentially cataclysmic nature. Computer system being empowered o may kapangyarihan hiya na makagawa ng isang desisyon na may potensyal na makapangwasak ng kalikasan. Often human effort or meditation would not be possible. Decision would have to be made rapidly. Dahil daw ang mga desisyon ay kailangan gawin ng mabilis, walang oras na isama ang mga tao sa proseso, or in my understanding, they did not consider the opinion of people. How could such a system be tested? Perhaps this key aspect should have been considered from the outset. The project was total failure, although it was partially revived by President Bush in 2001. So this project is totally failed lagihap, kahit na ito ay muling binuhay ni Pangulong Bush noong 2001. Rural Payments Agency's Field IT Project, Computer World 2007 reports. The government of UK has responded to a devastating report by MPS on the failure of an IT project na ipatupad ng isang bagong plano sa farmers by saying it is confident a new management team can deliver. The article goes on to say the Rural Payment Agency failed IT project to implement the single payment scheme, which consolidates o pinagsama-sama 11 separate EU subsidies, left farmers out of pocket by a total up to £22.5 million, 44 million US dollar. Habang ang gastos to the DEFTA, the Department for Farming and Rural Affairs, ay tinatayang aabot sa 500 million pound. Nananawagan ang mga MP for former Environment Secretary Margaret Bickett na ngayoy Parent Secretary, and Sir Brian Winder, the former Permanent Secretary at DEFRA, who now occupies the equivalent o katumbas na posisyon at the Department for the Trade and Industry na mananagot sa kapahamakan. The Generic Clearing System or GCS project, Andy McHugh 2006 Rights Clearinghouse or LCH, Clearit has written off €47.8 million after scrapping a failed 3-year project to build an integrated clearing IT platform for the company. He goes on to add, A review of the GCS program last year had already written off €20.1 million on part of the investment after it failed to deliver any of the benefits originally promised. And LCH. Clarnett said a further review last month has now concluded any further development of the GCS system is not economically or technically viable. So, after IT failed to deliver ang alinman sa mga benefits na talagang ipinangako at sinabi ng LCH, Clarnett said mayroon daw karagdagang pagsusuri noong last month na pagpasyahan na may further can develop of the GCS system is not economically or technically viable. The Iraq War, Matt Rogers 2007 suggests that some of the strategies na gagamit sa Iraq ay nagpapakitahan kabiguan han pagpaplano and gulf between expectation and reality. He writes, if we sidestep the political arguments for a minute and look at the system nga pinagbabatayan han digmaan, there is a plenty of evidence of what retired U.S. Army Colonel Andrew Joesefene calls the assumption among forward thinkers that technology, above all, has rendered obsolete the conventions traditionally na namamahalahan mga paghahanda at pagsasagawa ng digmaan. Joesefene comments appear in fiasco that the account of the Iraq War's strategic shortcomings, written by two-time Pulitzer Prize winning na namamahayag na si Thomas E. Rex. Gisalaysay ni Rex ang ilang pagkakamaling ginawa ng US at mga kaalyado nito sa Iraq. But many of the most dire ones o pinaka-takot-takot ay direct ang pag-unlad ng mga bagong kausayan sa military efficiency driven, supposedly and at least by IT. For example, the U.S. Defense Departments believed that the war could be fought with a relatively small number of troops can, at least in part, be attributed to a misplaced confidence in IT-related advance in warfare, such as better battlefield communications, more precise global positioning, and superior command and control capabilities. Next is ang NHS Computer Initiative. In a Sunday Times article, Simon Jenkins 2005 writes, as long ago as 1997 Computer Weekly na humigit kumulang 5 billion euro ang nawala ni Whitehall sa mga maling project computer. Consultant had found selling computer to Minster was like giving sweet to children. Sinabi ng labor na ititigil nito ang lahat ng ito. Ngunit kabaliktaran ang ginawa. Ang minister ay nakipagpalit mula sa candy hanggang sa cocaine at ngayon ay naging hook. The money being wasted, subsidizing the computer industry far outstrip what used to be wasted on the nationalized cars, steel, coal, and shipbuilding. Government computer are the new lame ducks. He goes on to say, ang computer ng NHS ay dapat na ilista ang lahat ng mga tao sa bansa na may iba't ibang karamdaman o para magamot ng sinumang doktor o hospital on screen. Nobody ever asked for this machine na dapat na nagsimula pa noong 2004. It was a pure tops-down sales pitch The medical establishment pleaded naively that the cost not be from other health spending. The price soared within a year to 2.3 billion euro and is now 6.2 billion euro with no delivery dates. Although this system was finally delivered, failure is implicated by the massive cost overrun and non-conformance to the delivery date. Jenkins writes, these computer fiascos come on top of similar ones with the Child Support Agency, the Criminal Records Bureau, the Passport Agency, the government in the trial to free driving consultants, and the computer subcontractors. Since the late 1960s, issues relating to our inability to produce high-quality software within an agreed time frame and at an acceptable price have been the subject of extensive research and debate and led to an establishment of the software engineering discipline. The REA or BCS stressed that difficulties encountered in IT projects often arise due to individuals in both the customer and supplier organization failing to follow good practice. Simula daw noong huling bahagi ng 1960s, ang mga isyu na nauugnay ang mga kawalan kakayahan na gumawahan mataas na kalidad na software sa loob ng napagkasunduan takdang panahon at sa isang katanggap-tanggap na presyo ay naging paksa ng masinsinang pananaliksik at debate. At humantong ito sa pagtatag ng disiplina sa software engineering. Idiniliwathan REA or BCS na ang mga paghihirap na naranasan ng mga project and IT ay kadalasang nanggagaling dahil sa mga individual sa parehong mga organisasyon ng customer at supplier na hindi sumusunod sa mga mabuting kasanayan. Ito rin ay tinitingnan bilang isang pangkalahatang kawalan ng kolektibong profesionalismo ng industrihan IT. The chances of successful completion of project are improved if all individuals on both the customer and supplier sides implement good practice. Many professional bodies including the BCS and IAJ advocate the importance of good practice in the development and deployment of IT system. Ang mga pagkakataon daw ng isang matagumpayhan na pagkumplituhan isa nga project ay napapabuti kung ang lahat ng mga individual pareho nga pareghan customer ngan supplier ay nagpapatubadhan mabuti or maupay nga kasanayan. Damo or marami ang mga professional na katawan kabilang na ditoan BCS as IAJ ang nagtataguyod kahalagahan ng mahusay na kasanayan at pagbuo at pagdeploy ng mga IT system. That's all for today. Thank you.